Oh boy, oh man, or girl, you'll be a woman soon. On one hand, I'm happy that some of my favorite rock bands from when I was young, you see what I did there, are still going well and recording music. On the other hand, if those bands have creative block, writer block, and are out of good ideas for new material, take a break, take a longer break, take your time, we don't mind it. Try side project stuff, try solo stuff. That's what the Killers decided to do, and it was good. All the side projects, last Brandon Flowers solo album, good. Listen, the Killers are one of my favorite bands, still is. Sam's Town for sure has changed my life in a lot of ways, but man, hearing the last few albums, outputs, it's not embarrassing or anything, it never will be. The Killers have this huge following who remember their good old golden days, their epic hits. They have packed arenas, they headline festivals, they have this legendary rock status, and everybody loves and knows by heart such incredible songs as Mr. Brightside or Jane Was a Friend of Mine. And I do want to grade the Killers' comeback. With all my heart, I really do. I always believe in them, believe that they still can bring something as brilliant as some of their earlier albums. The singles from their brand new album, Wonderful Wonderful, weren't that bad actually. I can't say that this is something that will age as good as, again, Mr. Brightside, but at least it strives for it. What do we have on Wonderful Wonderful, and is it wonderful enough? Well, the opening track suggests this cinematic, polished production, which pretty much follows throughout the whole release, as if the Killers due to provide a brand new James Bond movie soundtrack. The opener is flirting. It sounds like something massive, like a beginning of something great to come, followed by the big single The Man, which sprinkles with disco glitter and Brendan's flamboyant attitude. This is how I imagine a collab between the Killers and Arcade Fire would sound like. This is The Man single for me. I can't deny this is a good single. This is something the concert crowds will definitely groove to mindlessly. Run for Cover is another big single of the album, and oh wow, this slips into much more similar territories for the band. It sounds exactly like something off their earlier stuff, and that's what feels really good. I like this single a lot, and simultaneously I feel like this is a bit wrong because it does sound like a B-side, re-record it and put it in your record to attract the old audience. I'm just not sure that I want to hear something like that from the Killers in 2017, do you know what I mean? Rut covers some emotional and very personal topics for Brandon Flowers, and it's nice to hear something about PTSD from someone like the Killers. But to be honest, this overproduced background and this huge chorus, shiny synths, mostly lacking abstract lyricism, with this really funny, like cringy funny break. I'll climb. I don't know, it just all kills the atmosphere for me. And it makes it a little bit hard to empathize with Brandon on this one. I do like the idea behind the track TYSON versus Douglas and delivery on it, how they use some samples in the beginning, the vast harsh guitar line, which I missed hearing a lot. Brandon proclaiming, "I had to close my eyes just to stop the tears." It's very emotional and it feels much more real and intimate than, for example, Rut. The ending is a little bit abrupt though, but I can forgive that. This is not one of the major problems of this release. Some ballad moments on there are phenomenal. Some kind of love with enchanting vocals, this perfect drum beat. Such a beautiful, lovable song. I danced to it on my wedding, for sure. The closing track, have all the songs been written, isn't as captivating, but still quite beautiful. Another highlight for me is the Morning After track, Out of Your Mind, Out of My Mind. It's hard not to fall in love with it. The chorus, the cosmic synth line, with flowers repeating, falling, as we fall in love, I guess. It's good, it's a good track. But everything else on the album is unfortunately shameful filler. On the brighter side, see what I did there? Those are just 2 tracks of the non-deluxe version. Does it mean that Wonderful Wonderful is the comeback album we've all anticipated for such a long time from the Killers? Not entirely. I think my biggest complaints are the overproduction, the haunting U2 sound, and those arena chanting tracks. It's not bad at all, and the Killers do need those tracks to feel those arenas in the future tours, because we all know that they can't just play Mr. Brightside on repeat all the time. But it seems to me that even the biggest fans would probably want to hear that rather than those fillerish tracks of Wonderful Wonderful. This album reminded me a lot of Kasabian Combat from this year, which also wasn't that good. Look at them though, they're doing great, and their Not Good of an Album is doing pretty good. So I'm not scared for the Killers at all. I'm just left wanting more and wanting them to really sit and think on how they can deliver their best sounding new material next. Again, it could be side projects, it could be solo stuff, till they have enough creativity and energy to pull off another The Killers album as big as Stamps Town. I still continue to believe in this band, and if it happens to see them live next year, I'll be more than happy, because I do love them and it's my dream to see The Killers live. But even though there's some really nice singles of Wonderful Wonderful, I'll be one of those annoying fans waiting for all their hits. What do you guys think about Wonderful Wonderful by The Killers? Is it wonderful, wonderful, or is it so-so? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to like this video, to share this video, and to subscribe to our channel to see more stuff from us. We hope you're doing really good. We hope you're doing great, have a lot of quality music to listen to. We love you. Hugs and kisses. Peace off.